Want to learn how to program a machine like this to make you your favorite cafe drink at the touch of a button? Well, that's what we're going to learn here today. So let's get started. Hey guys, Ted Jones here, owner of Riverview Coffee Roasters. I do roast-to-order coffee subscriptions in the top 1% of the world's supply. I roast them at the pace you like and ship them out to you ultra fresh. I also teach you everything you need to know to get world-class coffee in the comfort of your own home. So if this is the first time you've been on the channel and you'd like to learn more about getting the best results you can from your coffee, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notifications button so you can always be alerted when I put up a new video. All right, so today we're gonna work on the programming of a one-touch super automatic espresso machine, and we're using the Gaggia Velasca Prestige as an example. In two previous videos, we showed how to make 4 basic drinks with the machine, and in the next video, we showed how to do all the basic functionality with the different buttons, how to change things out, how to fill things, and just basic maintenance. So today what we're gonna do is show how to program each of these drinks to be made the way you like them. The espresso button, Espresso Lungo button, Cappuccino button, and the milk froth option. I'll show you the optimal way that I like to program the machine, and then you can do it from there to suit your likings. All right, so here we go. Okay, so to program an espresso, you're gonna wanna hold down that button, and you see it says memo here. That means it's gonna memorize exactly the way you like to brew this espresso. Now I have the scale tared out at 0.0 grams, and I have my volumetric shot glass there so I can see what kind of volume I'm getting from it. When you're ready to stop it, you hit the check button, okay? So now we're gonna aim to stop it at 11 grams, which is the amount of coffee that this machine will put into it. You're gonna wanna start it just a little bit early. So there we went a little bit long. We went to about 16 grams. So now we know, stop it a little bit sooner. As you see, liquid keeps coming out after you press to stop the shot, right? Let's try that again. So a question you might have is, why am I programming the shot to be so small? The reason why is because the best tasting espresso shots are actually going to be much smaller than you would expect from a machine like this, because of the fact that this machine only takes 11 grams at a time, which I have mentioned in previous videos. Okay, we're working to dial this shot in here, right? It's going to be worth the time and the effort. Now we're aiming to stop it right at 11 grams. I believe we've hit our mark right at 11 grams. Excellent. So now we've got that set just the way we like it. Okay, let's look at the volume on this one. You see that? We're right under 3/4 of an ounce. Got a nice level of crema as well. That's what you're looking for. If you want to get the real world-class coffee, this is the way you want to do it. I know more always seems like it's better, but actually better is better than more, right? More could be lousy. It doesn't do you any good to have something lousy. So that's why we're showing you here exactly how to make everything to the world-class level, but with so little effort. Once you have a machine like this set up to program the way you want it, you're gonna have such an easy time getting the very best coffee you've ever had. So now we're programming the Espresso Lungo. For this one, we're gonna go in 1.5 times the weight of the grounds. So the espresso shot should weigh about 17 grams, which would be about 1.5 times the weight of the 11-gram dose that the machine puts in, okay? So let's get it ready to stop again. We're right at 14 grams. It's a little bit short, okay? So we're gonna wanna do a little bit longer. Let's try that one more time. It might seem like you have to make a few coffees in order to get this thing programmed the way you like. That may seem like, who wants to take the time to do that? But you can always keep your extra coffees right here on the side, which I obviously do to make my drinks. And the beauty of it is, once you get it programmed the way you like, you can just leave it set. So this one, right when it hits about 10 grams is right when you want to stop it. We went to just over at about 18 grams. Now that's pretty darn close. I think we're gonna leave that for this Espresso Lungo button. What you'll notice is that generally, if you look up what a Lungo is, it's about 3 times the weight in the shot. But if you drink an Espresso Lungo, like I mentioned in the previous video, I don't recommend it because it comes out thin and bitter. Now this is about the way you want it to look, okay? We're at the 3/4 ounce mark. We're at a 1/2 ounce of solid liquid and a 1/4 ounce of crema. That's ideal right there for a normale espresso. That's how I program this. So the way this is set up is to show as a normale espresso and a lungo espresso. But when you get to really high quality world-class coffees, you're generally gonna see ristrettos and normales. Ristretto is a short shot at equal weights, normale as at a 1.5 times weight, which I've shown in the previous 2 videos. And if you didn't get to see those, go ahead back and watch those. You'll really enjoy getting to see how all the buttons work and how to make the basic drinks with the machine. So now we're gonna program the machine to make a cappuccino. Now this glass is a little too tall to put the scale and it underneath. So what I'm gonna do is turn it on. I'm gonna tear out the scale to 0.0. And then we're gonna go ahead and put these under here and we're gonna guesstimate for the weight. Now, we're gonna want a decent sized drink. The reality is that a cappuccino in proper ratios is going to be 2 parts steamed milk, 1 part espresso. So the issue we have is that if you make a true cappuccino, to make a world-class coffee like a ristretto style cappuccino, it's going to be very small. We could do a double by tapping this twice and then brewing milk froth to the desired size we want. Or what we could do is program it to a normale like we programmed our Espresso Lungo button, and we're gonna program it more like a latte coffee, which is gonna be 5 times the amount of milk that you get for an espresso, okay? So that's gonna be 85 grams of milk, and it's gonna be 17 grams of espresso. You hold your button down, then you'll see the memo that shows that it's gonna memorize the program you're gonna set it to. And we're gonna have to do the best we can to guesstimate this for this weight. You can get some smaller scales that will fit. I've had them in the past. Currently, I've been using this one that's a little bit larger, but it's an excellent scale, actually. It is available on the website. So remember, we're gonna hit our check button when we're ready to stop. We're gonna look around the volume that we're going for here. Okay, remember to stop it just a couple seconds before you want it to be at the desired amount because of the fact that it will continue to dispense some milk since some will have already been carried up and been frothing in here that hadn't been pumped out yet. So now we're gonna go ahead and set our espresso amount. Once again, we're gonna have to kind of gauge this by the time that it takes. So let's go ahead and weigh this and see what we should get. 102 grams would be perfect. 102.3. Wow. Can't get much more accurate than that, right? So here you go. That's basically a true latte, but what most people would call a cappuccino, actually. So we've got our normale shot of espresso, and we've got 5 parts steamed milk, okay? So now we have that set. You can set the milk froth button to make a different size drink, however you like. When I'm programming the milk function, what I'm aiming for is about a normal size cup full of steamed milk so that I can make my bowl of soul, so-called tea latte style drink, or it's just hot chocolates if you want to add some chocolate to it. But basically, you're going to get yourself a nice full cup of hot milk. And another thing I like to do sometimes is I will fill my cup with hot milk, and then I'll do a double espresso or a double normale, ristretto or normale. So here we go, we're gonna stop it now. Just before it's ready to overflow. Okay. Nice frothy cup of milk. So there you have it. Pretty easy to program, right? Maybe try it a few times to get it to the way you like it, and then it's always set. Gonna make you the perfect drink every single time. That's the beauty of a machine like this. One-touch super automatic espresso machines take all the work out and make it super easy to enjoy your coffees with no effort at all. Yes, you could have those machines like those pod machines, but they create tons of garbage in the landfills and they really make less desirable coffees by far. When you can put fresh roasted coffee inside your machine and have it make you coffees that easily, I mean, that's really unbeatable. The only way to make a better coffee than this is to go through all the steps of doing everything manually, and you're going to get that little bit of an edge. But when you want to make your life simple and you want to enjoy having awesome coffees, have people over, and not have to spend the whole time with your back to them brewing coffee, this is the answer. Our family loves this. We wake up every morning and make some awesome coffees with it. So now it's your chance. Go ahead, get yourself a machine like this. Now you're ready to get started. All right, it's Ted signing off, and I'll see you the next time.